If I could find a robot dinosaur for you guys, and you guys get an idea of what this is. Let me see. What is the fastest way down without dying? Okay, there's something over there. So this is Earth, way in the future. All right, there's a Strider, that'll do. I'm gonna try to hack it. Booty hack!
Just a little adjustment.
And you're mine. Alright, we've now got a Robo-Bull thing. Those other ones are gonna be pissed that I just took their friend. Oh shoot, that one's gonna try to flank. You can override robots, only the small ones. The big ones destroy me. Like whatever the crap... I don't know what that was. I don't know what... Aloy, please! I don't think my... Oh, my goat's dead. What the hell is that? Rock breaker. Oh, Jesus, no. Oh, you're new, aren't you, Sunshine? Run. Aloy, freaking dive! What is its weakness? Weakness, ice... Strong against fire. Oh god. I have fire, I don't have ice. Slap the save point on the way past.
Handy.
Okay. Those were completely new to me. Broadheads I've seen before. Those are like bulls. What is that? That's another broadhead, just a different camera angle. I don't know what that guy is. I think I've seen those before, though. I remember the weak point on the belly. Well, that was a great little intro for you guys. Those of you that have never seen this before, seeing friggin' El Diablo come out of the ground. Stunned. Take him down, Tony! Oh, yes! Give me some of that. We have killed the Chocobo. How far are you in this game? What does Steam say? I'm 18 hours in. It's Diablos all over again.
That'll help.
Why you gotta remind me of that? Why you gotta remind me of that,
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath.
Wait, is that a baddie?
We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Sunfall feels even less safe.
Wait, What is that?
I never thought I'd feel this bad on such a bright day.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
I could see that from very
Yes.
far away.
She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the
That's an
desert
odd person to
scoured
go
it
into
all
medicine.
away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
There's gotta be more to this Uthid story than we're hearing.
Okay. We can come back to that later. I'm sure she'll be fine. How's our ammunition going? A new arrival. Welcome, new arrival. Alright, I think we're good. We got enough of everything to do some damage.
Finally, exile has been hard on the old timer.
What's that sound? Is this single player? Yes, it is. Oh, is this like an arena? Like a coliseum? Dude, what is that? I haven't fought one of those.
The Sun Ring. A proud tradition of Mukluk.
It's not like this in Meridian.
Oh, Behemoth. I have fought one.
Give them time. I'm sure they'll use it.
Oh, that guy is so dead. Bro, who gave the goat earthbending? How are you? Oh my god. That guy's hacking. That guy's got some plot armor. That guy told Naruto that he loved him because he should be dead. That should kill you.
A ceasefire.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy.
What's the point?
I'll check back with you in a moment. In the
Outlanders,
meantime,
if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room.
One day
You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
That guy was too loud. I couldn't hear the other dude. Is there other type of arrows you can make? Yeah, I've got piercing arrows, arrows that knock components off of the enemy, and burning arrows right now.
Very well.
A new arrival. Welcome, new arrival. Hello.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
Some kid?
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
Oh, he's a figurehead.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair.
Not only did the wretch conspire to
You and I
infiltrate
need to
the
chat,
Citadel
little huntress.
and assassinate
The green
one
tent
true
down
king,
in Shadowside.
but he refused
I'll
to
be waiting.
surrender when discovered
Kinda busy.
and fled. And in doing so, demonstrated wanton disregard for the safety
We both know
of
you're
the
no killer for
king's
hire.
subjects.
Uthid is innocent. So come see
Go
me
forth then,
while there's still time to save him.
do the will of the sun.
so the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Okay.
For the Kestrels.
Ah, they
This is
want us to
insane.
see this, boy.
Hardly.
It makes quite
They're
an
going to see
impression.
me.
You underestimate the ease of hiding in plain sight.
Oh god. Jumping puzzle! Oh, I thought there was a monster.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Wait, if I go in... Okay, alright, chat. I'm gonna ask for a very, very, very small spoiler. If I go in this spot, can I not do side quests after that? Like, is this, like, endgame? I just don't want to be cut off. You can. Thank you. That's great. That was answered perfectly. I wanted to make sure this wasn't like roll credits.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from.
Where did she
How
have
the
that
old
rope?
ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death.
She has no gloves.
A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
Skedaddle, it might be sold out. There's a limited number of them each night.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I feel like you need to get out of the way.
I underestimated it. See, by now,
They're like, it has never done that before. I like how he,
Guess you can't have
I like how he
everything.
points
that
the
will
spear
draw
at it.
attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now, will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
It's like, oh, spooky vents have never made noise like that.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
I'm waiting for it to finish talking.
What was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve as the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who could subdue enraged embryologists, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff. Chat. I feel like we could make a joke about CD Projekt Red right now, but let's not. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well-behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Reception staff continues to acquire additional support. Human train. Okay, we need help. We need help. We need help. Why is no one answering these mails?
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing? Between VR1 and the lounge area, most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn. Oh. Restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. Oh my god. Is this from Flute Girl? If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm gonna lose it. It is from Flute Girl.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies.
I figured that much
Zero
out.
Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months.
They did crack it,
Not
and
exactly
we're
what
a
you'd call
time
survival
capsule,
option.
right?
The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after.
But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
I have stuff I want to say. I'm waiting for this to finish so I can pause it. I don't want to talk over it. Okay, so I'm thinking that they had a computer crunching on that code they needed to shut down the robots. Like they have a computer somewhere that worked on that for half a century. And meanwhile, maybe people lived in these like underground chambers or something, whatever. They, Elizabeth Sobek either froze herself or time capsule something to make people like Aloy to use the code way later on. The only thing I don't know yet is why the world is not a barren landscape. I don't know why the world is not just completely barren right now.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
Thank you.
He said it could not be stopped.
Good job keeping up, Aloy.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
See that? I'm glad she kept up. It's nice to know when I'm on the same page as the main character.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Wait, I don't remember. Can I execute heavies? No, I can't. I cannot execute heavies. You see nothing. Okay. Heavies can do a lot of damage, so I'm going to try to burn it to death if I can.
Tomorrow. That one. Only a little left.
We're too close to the trap encryptor to stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
I can take his toy chat.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Okay. So, Zero Dawn somehow preserved the plant life? Candidates must be allowed to ask questions and given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they've received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm and the unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, and undersea structures so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to Presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are data lost. Dude, this is getting hardcore. Oh my gosh. Alright. As much as I want to bring this heavy weapon, it is difficult to move with that.
It is accurate, yes.
So
It's an
these
interview room.
mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
He's ready to pick a fight.
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please, you get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Like, alright, so here's what we're gonna do to save the future. He's like, bring me the guy who did this so I can punch him in the face.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
Oh, don't
I
say that
believe
like
Dr.
that.
Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
What the hell is
Mr.
that?
Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Zinky says that accent is seriously attractive. Zinky's just, oh, I got the vapors.
You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
There was a ladder back there I want to check out. So I think I could have ambushed down on top of the guys that were here as well.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy.
Time capsule.
Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Okay, now I'm wondering if they took people that were like masters of everything and they froze them. Or somehow preserved what was in their minds. No, they could preserve what was in their minds through like books and stuff. I don't know. I'm going to the freezing idea. If they gathered the monk, they gathered the calligraphy person.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow, and you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Okay, so this was another way to handle those guards. This just loops all the way around. Did I already look at this one?
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Dude, they're doing a good job of building my curiosity, chat. That's just all of these conversations end with, then what the heck are we doing here?
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true.
The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist.
Nido asked.
But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start.
Hephaestus the Armorer.
We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on
Hades is on the
together.
list.
How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world.
Snap!
And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life.
Yo,
from
I just
ending.
had a moment.
But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
As soon as I can pause it, I'm going to share my thoughts. Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking now. Up until this point, we thought the machines won because there's machines everywhere. Now, I'm thinking, like, it was successful. Everything got wrecked. Gaia, 50 years later, half a century later, or it said 60 years, Gaia made the deactivation codes. Gaia shut down all the machines. That's like the wreckage of the Titans and stuff I've been finding. And then Gaia brought the plants back, and Gaia made those. It showed the crocodile animals cleaning the waters. It showed the stag animals going around planting seeds. They're not the stag things. They're planting seeds. They're not eating the grass. They're planting it. And the problem, we never got Apollo. Apollo was supposed to give us all the knowledge of generations. That never happened. And I don't know what Hades was supposed to do, but something went wrong. Like, they won. They shut down the bad machines, made the good machines, terraformed the planet, but then we didn't get the knowledge bomb. All right, that's what I'm thinking right now.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the Archive of Knowledge, what happened to that?
Good job keeping up.
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Isn't it nice, chat, when the main character is keeping up as well as you are? Like they're not pulling more answers just out of their backside that just don't, you know, you haven't really discovered yet, like Detective Conan, and they're not just like dumb as Peter Griffin or something. You're now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome uncertain, but you will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week. Your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family or 2 persons of your choosing will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you... It says 2 people of your choosing. Imagine someone just be like, Brad Pitt! Just someone thirsty, just like that one. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Medical euthanasia. Oh wow, you could choose death. The information you've just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt out for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you're ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Oh my gosh, that's you picking Brad Pitt.